Oh, that was... Hello! So, today we have an action-packed stream of... There's Lassitude! Lassitude, bring the cube. So, I'm very excited today. We are going to be... Hang on a second. But... How to be... There we go. It's yelling at me. Scary. Yes, we're doing 3D modeling. What, 3D modeling, STL, printing. We're starting with a completely, blank, you know, fresh as the day was born. I'm gonna keep our starting cube by shuffling down just a bit. And we're gonna bring it in simple. We're very quiet. Oh, thank you. I completely forgot that I had at all. Let's turn it down. Thank you. Is that better? Change the music up anyway. Let's see. Okay, thank you. Let's go to I'm gonna play the Mechanicus. When you played the Mechanicus game. I haven't. I've just listened to the soundtrack so many times. It is a really dark, fun time. Oh, Grim. It's got like a whole industrial, symphonic, churchy chaos. Welcome. Hang on. I think Lassitude technically gets the first chatter. So hang on. First chatter. I've really got to get the bot to fix up with this. Head pats. Classy. Yes. So, I have a couple of STLs that I've downloaded. These are Trench Crusade. These are Trench Crusade models. Now, interesting thing with... oh, Ike! Hey, Ike! STLs in Blender. So, STL files but they just have a universal 1 unit thing. And Blender assumes 1 unit is 1 meter. Easy fix, really easy. You just take your, I'm just going to drag and drop this shocktrooper.stl in. Oh, Blender's so good for this. And then instead of just having it be 1, I'm going to have it be 0.01's probably a good number. Import. And... no, 0.1's way too small. So we're going to try that again. We're going to pull him in. Oh, Fox the Durham! Welcome! And, okay, so I think 0.1 is the number we want. Now, there's other... yeah, so here's our little guy. This is going to be what we're going to be using for reference. I got a couple of other guys just to keep things interesting, but... the other way that might be suggested for you to do this is to go into units and change the unit scale. I'd avoid doing this because you wind up with all sorts of really wacky glitches when you start messing with the unit scale and just like zooming way out. Just make the imports smaller and you'll be way better off. Chaos says, I'm stressed. Oh no, what's going on? Are you stressed? Is it uni stuff? What thing? Other problem we have with these references is a couple of them are insanely big. So if we go up here, this little section here, then go to statistics, get polygon counts. This one little guy is 2,300,000 polygons. That's insane! Huge! I don't know why he's so big, and it's just this. The other ones are huge, but this one's insane. Uni. Aw. You got this, Chaos. Is there anything I can help with? Is it the Factorio thing again? You got this, Chaos. I believe in you. Also, Ike, how you doing? Are you keeping up with the all the stuff you got? So, because this is so insanely high polygon, we got an easy ass fix for this. Just add a modifier. generate, and decimate. And I'm going to take this one way down. So we've got our ratio here. I'm going to make this 0.01. So it's going to be 1/100. Or it's going to try. It's going to take a while. It's going to cook for a little bit because decimating is such a little critter. But, so I'm thinking we should have a significantly more audible model. Cat said I was doing homework yesterday. Oh, good heavens. Do you think you're gonna get any chance to rest? Mike says, I'm doing well, thank you. On my last 2 weeks before exams. How you doing? Ah, there we go. Okay, so it is done, and we have a, oops, so if we center our view. Now it's 23,000. That's still high, but it's well within what we want. I'm gonna get rid of the light and the camera, because we don't need either of those. We're modeling terrain today. Yes, it is. But yes, good luck with your exams, Ike. Got 2 weeks to prepare. Is there anything I can do to help? Like, do you need someone to do flashcards or something? Pop quizzes? I don't know. I'll apply that. And this is going to be our guy number 1. And it's going to take a while to apply because, again, so many polygons. I don't know why there's so many. There's a couple of others that I quickly had a browse of that have some interesting topology choices, but then these are for 3D modeling. Topology isn't as important as having the detail in the right places. But I'm a stickler for topology, so I'm going to be a bit of a... yeah, a bit obsessive with that. So, I'm going to pull... oh, Ike says, oh, no worries, I'm doing alrighty, just got to do more exercise. Okay, you got this, Ike. Go, Ike, go! Gotta pull in Shock Trooper number 2. Same scale, it's just from the previous one, 0.1. And import. In a minute. And here's our dude number 2. Now this one is also 2 million. So we're gonna run the same generate decimate. And then I'm gonna set this to 0.01. I believe it was 0. Yeah, collapse it down. Sounds like you've got a lot you're dealing with right now, Chaos. Is there anything we can do to help? Anything we can do to help, just let us know. I quite like the Sten guns they're using. Very, it's a very, I used to love. I love the design, the history behind them is also a good bit of fun. Drum mags generally aren't a good time, but yeah, they're quite well modeled. I might actually print a few of these guys out for myself. Give them a little base. Anyway, we're gonna apply this. Actually, yeah, I'm definitely gonna print out these guys when we're done, along with the terrain. I've got a bunch of little miniatures that I printed out for previous projects. This guy's cool. Look. I'll put my wrist wraps on because I think we're gonna be at this for quite a while. Save my wrists as much as I can. Freddy! Yes! You just missed our intro. We're currently decimating these STL files I pulled off the Thingiverse. I should probably link to these. Yeah. We'll definitely try and remember to link these somewhere at the end of the stream. But yeah, we're just using these little fellas as, like, you know, scale, design reference kind of things. Just kind of paring them down. These are some new Antioch shock troops. They're going to be helping us with scale. All you've missed is just going through unit scale, how blend is a little odd. Ooh, this guy's got a big old sword. I like this guy. Definitely a leader of the bunch. There's also a million tries too big, so we're gonna go and decimate. 0.01. 0.02. Actually, no. I'm good, just playing some League. Okay, good. Sounds like you could use some time to detox. But yes, Freddy, we're doing the terrain tonight. It's gonna be a good time. Okay, so and we're gonna apply this. And now, well, once it's applied, we're going to have 1, 2, 3 guys ready to act as. Also, I should probably add some bases. So let's see. What's the standard base side for a unit in Trench Crusade? Aid base. Oh, here I made a simple list of all the base sizes. Oh, here we go. Heretic, Death Commander. Okay. We have shock. Here we go. Shock troopers, 25mm. That's exactly what. Alright, cool. So we need to make a 25mm base. I have this picture saved on my phone. Oh! Wait, the one I just had on screen? Like the sizes? The base sizes? Or, Ah! Okay, cool. I was asking the right person. What did I say? 25mm. Okay. So, Shift A, mesh, circle, and then N is our dimension. This is currently 2 meters. So 2, 5, and I know it says meters, but that's a lie. 5. Actually, I think we can just change the scene metric length centimeters. No, be millimeters. Ah, okay. This isn't actually gonna work. Oh wait, unit scale. So set this to 1. Okay, yeah, 25mm. And then we'll set our grid size to scale. The 0.01. Okay, cool. This is our 25mm base here. Yeah. Go ahead and extrude up. There we go. Up. Extrude you up by, I think, 2. Extrude, scale you in. Scale you in. This until we get to the middle. This is the best way to do this sort of topology, I think, because if you try and just do sort of like a pizza cut, it just goes straight in without these extra loops. It sometimes get a bit all that in middle, and then W inch like a somewhere. Control F. Okay, poke faces, and that'll just end it. Bunch of triangles. So, that's our dude, that's our base. We're just gonna... Okay. Wait, hang on. Other way around. Actually, hang on, we're gonna hit these bases first. And bring it up. It's too much. 2. So, okay, and we're gonna call this one sword. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna shift this and just pull it base and then hide this. Going to be our gun troop. And yeah. Put all this into its own collection. It's troopers. And boom! That's it. Make another collection. I'm gonna call this one Rain. And now we're ready to actually get started. So we've got our references. And we've got our starter cube. I'm getting a bit hot, so I'm gonna take off a couple of layers. Australian summer here right now. BB cooking. Would be probably smart to have like a tank or something or a vehicle scale raises. Crow, hello, welcome. We don't need the animation. Going down the animation slider. How you doing, Crow? Oh, there's been another murder in chat. Awesome. So, what I want to do is, I want to have a subway. I'd say I'd swap, but I think Australia is too hot for me. Yeah, Australia does get very spicy. So, what I want is, I want a sort of maintenance hallway that's wide. So wide enough for 2 of these fellas to fit down comfortably. Yeah, so wide enough for 2 of these dudes to fit down. So that means it'd be about, I think, this wide. So this is going to be our maintenance tunnel. And it's going to be about yay high. So high enough that it gets the vibe across that it's a tunnel, but not so high that players can't reach in and place their guys and do their things. I think that's probably high enough. So yeah, players should be able to see what's going on. Do that high. Be able to see what's going on. But the troopers shouldn't be able to see, like, over. And, you know, the idea is that you paint the top black. And just, you know, be like, this is in the earth. Ray says, hello, everyone. I hope you're all well. Better now you're here. Welcome, Pro. We're doing 3D modeling for 3D printing. Okay, so the other thing that I want to have is a sort of ventilation. So like an air ventilation pipe / sewer pipe / just a big old pipe stuff across to here to the metal. And this is going to be a Shift A to add a cylinder, and I'm gonna turn on my keys. That's the wrong thing. Screen key. Switch this so you can see what I'm typing. There we go. Ray says something that might be useful for you to know. Anything above 2 inches counts as impassable terrain. Ah! Inches. Oh, yay. I've been getting a lot of ads lately. Yesterday, I think we had like 3 ads? Oh, sorry, spam bots come in? I guess they knew that Chaos was busy playing, so they didn't bother showing up. Okay, so, but yes, that is helpful. Everything above 2 inches counts as impassable terrain. That'd definitely be above 2 inches. want a sort of ventilation slash cooler slash thing. There we go. Stream didn't start? Stream didn't start? Oh! Well, you're here now, Burley. That's all that matters. So this is going to be our access tunnel, and it's going to be large enough for one dude to fit down. So it's going to be kind of like a choke point. We're not going to have a lot of these, but they're going to be about, and it's going to be about half the size of one of these. So this is going to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Here. Okay, so I want to make this one more wider. Maybe one. Yeah, make this one more shorter. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So there's a 3-space internal, and it's going to be. Sorry, 6 spaces internal and 8 spaces external. So let's fall out in that direction. And that just means it'll be a longer on the inside than it is wide. That's okay, it's a normal thing. And then this one is going to be half that width. So again, it's just one guy. So you. There we go, that's better. So yeah, 2 guys can fit abreast down here comfortably. So this one here is going to be 3 on the inside. So if we go wireframe so we can see it. And then snap into the middle. About here. And then we're just going to scale, shift, Y. So it's scaling everything but the Y dimension. Up until base about. That'll do. And we'll get rid of the top faces, so we've got somewhere to play. And we're just gonna like use our imagination and hope that the players can do the same. And just pretend like this. Get rid of one. And just pretend like this goes all the way across. Now it might need some testing, but I'm pretty sure this will work without supports, so long as there's a good amount either side, good amount of material either side for it to kind of like hang off. But you can do slight overhangs with 3D printing. I may actually do this as a 3-piece print. So these tunnels will be printed, so these bits will be printed flat. And then you just kind of like assemble them, sort of thing. We can have snapping locks, we can do things. And now extend out this. So I'm going to have a but yeah, then it's going to be this piece out to there, out to there. So yeah, we're going to have this sort of tunnel piece, and I want this bit here to be a grid. It can be, I don't know, I guess, slotted in and just set on top. Just so that the troopers have somewhere flat to sit on, because that curve is going to be a pain to place troops on. But yeah, so this is going to be our 1x1 single file. Very few of these pieces. These are just going to be like sort of, in terms of building the terrain and building the level to play on, these will kind of be like excess little pieces, like shortcuts between larger routes. And then the third one we want is a main access tunnel. That'll be twice the size of one of these. We can just do that, and then that here. That out, So yeah, this will be our subway tunnel. And we'll have junction pieces that allow all these to connect together. We'll have junction pieces that allow these to connect to themselves. And we'll have... Well, I'm kind of... Freddy says, interesting how you think about terrain and gameplay. I'm bringing my video game level design. Like, when you're designing video game levels, this is how you think. You think in modular terrain. You think about pieces that are going to snap together, that are going to be interchangeable, that are going to have, like, be compatible with the various bits of revealing that might be placed on them. I'm basically just thinking of this as, like, how I would develop a 3D game. Like a computer game. And I hope it will work. I've done a bit of experimenting with this in the past. I can really only hope. Oh, yummy shout out, let's go! I'll be just as interested as everyone else to find out if this works or not. So I want to snap this whole thing with this base snapping to that floor. If I bring it here, and I'm pretty sure if I go E with my mouse hovering over this, and I'll H. Oh, hang on, I have to set to the vertices. All over this. Oh, it does work like that. Cool. And then yeah, so we've got that snap to there. Now I'm gonna bring it across. And actually, hang on, wait. Okay, we do want to do that, but we only want to do it in the Z-axis. Want to keep it locked at this scale so that the whole thing's in the middle. I don't know if that made any sense. I'm just cooking. Okay, so that's good. Set it back to increments, and then we're going to bring you back over to here. And now we're going to make the height work. So, grab you, snap you, go to X-ray view, so this button up here, toggle X-ray. Grab all of these top vertices, snap them. Oh, right, we set it back to increments. Okay. Snapping's back to vertices, like that. But snap there. Then back to increments. Now, B. Yeah, so it's 1 and a bit either side. Go ahead and grab lot. Oh, we need C back. Tapping the vertices. There. There. X-ray. And that's our tunnel piece. Right there. See? There we go. So now this floor grading is matching up to that floor there. And the height of this block is matching up with this one. The floor of this one is matching up. I think we could actually make these all a bit shorter. Yeah, these are all 1 high, so we can definitely grab all the bases of these and bring them up by one of these large increments. Yes. Okay, cool. So these are going to be our 3 starting pieces. We're going to have our subway tunnel here. We're going to probably have like a subway tunnel version that has the sides being open, so that we can have like a subway station sort of thing. And then, as we continue on this, is thinking way into the future, we're gonna be adding in like some bunker pieces, like, sleeping quarters, living quarters, barrackses, armories. machine shops, like all that good stuff. So yeah, the idea is we're building this sort of think like the Metro series, sort of like that. Like it's a subway system that's been either co-opted or parallel developed as. I remember reading about the Chinese during during the Cold War. You know, developing a lot of their subway stations, they apparently built miles and miles of underground bunkers that directly plugged in with their subway system because, you know, they were preparing for a potential scenario. It does, but this is very much inspired by the tales of the Chinese metro, their militarized metro system, or an idea they had for a militarized metro system. I'm gonna split this here. I've split this a couple of times. We're not really constrained with poly counts here. Really, hang on. 2. Okay. This 3 times. But yeah, they had this whole plan, and I think the Russians had something similar going on. They didn't go nearly as far with it. But yeah, they had this. The idea is that because the metro system is already underground, and they found out this during World War II in London, and we're finding this out now, unfortunately, in Ukraine, that subway stations are kind of the ideal bomb shelters for people to take refuge in. So I think the Chinese were thinking if we, you know, build this as a feature, like an intended feature, and we plug all our, you know, military, not even just command and control stuff, but just general sort of, you know, the bunkers, sorry, the like underground barracks, ammunition storage, that sort of thing, then it's all going to be protected and ready to go, and accessible too, because the subway transit system is kind of the ideal way to move troops and supplies and that sort of thing around. So I'm very excited about this. So we're just kind of capping these off. I'm just gonna what happened here? Oh, I done goofed. That's okay. Just gonna add a edge here, scale these in, and yeah, it seems like when I moved these up, we lost a bit of our curvature, but I'm just gonna kind of like eyeball place that, and we're gonna have this bit as a sort of overhang. I'm definitely interested to see how it goes. Yes, me too. I always like drawing environments. Yes, same. I love designing environments. I love concepting environments, and I think I'm gonna really enjoy this because I love modeling environments. When you have to do like the UV unwrapping, the texturing, the UV unwrapping, it kind of like bogs down. But this stage here, just like modeling it up, just assembling it, and figuring it out. This part's such good fun. And when I'm doing like STL modeling, that's all. That's all I'm doing. So yeah. Let's see. 1, 5. So almost 5 loops. That's here. Same over here. I should probably just use the breach tool. And W. Change loops. Boom. Easy. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna use a page loop here because make me 1, 2, 3, 3 edge loops here, and I am gonna use the edge loop. This one, I just select the 2 edges, and then W, 3 edge loops. Easy. Same here, so we've got 2 edges selected, W, 3 edge loops. Oh, that's so if you've got an odd number, so if you've got If one edge is even and the other edge is odd, it'll just automatically triangulate it. Not what I want here at this stage. I'm just gonna deselect one of these W, 3 edge loops, and then we're just gonna F to hold those. I'm gonna do the other side. Actually no, I'm gonna leave the other side for a minute. Go in here. And I'm gonna make this grid. So I want to have a slight step here when you, so this grid can be just dropped in, and it'll just sit evenly and can be removed if you want to swap it out for something else, or if you just want to have it removed completely. It would be cool to have like this terminate in like a loop, kind of like arcs down and then goes straight down, and just have it like be a pit into nothingness. Paint the bottom of it black to indicate that it, or fill it with water so that part's been flooded or something. Fill it with water. I mean, like paint the bottom black and then maybe do that cool. Oh, Freddie, ever done that thing with gel? Where you do that, I forget what it is. It's some kind of like clear plastic gel stuff that you paint on, and it resin, like clear resin, and then you just kind of like let it solidify and it looks like water. That'd be really cool to have at the bottom of this. It's at a lower level than all this too, so any access points to this, they won't keep flooding each other. Yes, it would be cool to have past this sort of flooded and shenanigans. So let's remove this selection here, and then I'm gonna bring you in by one arbitrary, and you in by one, and this is gonna be our step. I've never tried. Oh, Freddy says I've never tried with the real deal. I used to try with PVA glue. Oh yes, but it doesn't work well. Okay. I've heard of other people trying with PVA glue, and like at least from the YouTube videos, which can be very deceptive. Yeah. It looked like it works, but yeah, I guess it's yeah, these can be not indicative of the actual experience. Okay, so I'm gonna extrude it down, and this is going to be our here. And I want to set this up so that it's 3D printable, like you can print this flat. And I want to make a lot of details on this to make it so it's like worth 3D printing, like bolts, maybe have some cables underneath. Maybe some like bones sort of strewed in amongst it. I'm not sure. It'd be cool to have like that sort of thing that can be placed underneath. So, you know, maybe someone got trapped under there at some point and is decayed and it's like a desiccated skeleton now. But yeah, cool things. Demons. Now we need to add in our shelf. So I think the best way to do that would be to extrude out these two edges and then snap them to the top of this. Create an edge loop here and snap that to the... Bring this in, snap it to that. And yeah, and then we'll just fill in what's left. If that makes any sense. Probably didn't, but you know. Just see if it works. And if it does, I'll make like was all the plan all along. And if it doesn't, I'll come up with something on the fly and make it like that was the plan all along. So I'm gonna extrude these two down, and we're just gonna match up to this shape here. And this seems to be working actually. So yes, this was absolutely the plan all along. I'm gonna hide this for. Actually, we're gonna name this. Actually, we're gonna name all these. This is gonna be type great. That's the right way of spelling great. And this is gonna be typeway. Chrissy, hello, welcome. No mistakes, only happy accident. Yeah. My mom told me I was a happy accident. So this is gonna be our maintenance tunnel, and this is gonna be all like greebled up. I'm gonna have like, okay. Box story. The very first date I ever took a girlfriend on was breaking into an old abandoned hospital. That was my idea as a first date. She loved it. We were both really edgy goth kids, so it was a great time. But this is gonna be our subway tunnel. But in order to hang on, I've actually never drawn this out. It'd be easier for me to sketch it. Oh man, it's getting too hot. I might actually be here for a minute. Throw it over out. So, then let's base, fill that in, add new brush knee. So, there's like the main hospital here. And it's kind of like a main road here. And then there's this kind of like sneaky, smaller road that comes... Oh, and then there's kind of like an ambulance section here. And then there's a space between, and then there's sort of maintenance building here. Sneaky road that comes around here. There's an old car park here. There's a road that comes around here. And up behind the hospital. And then it just kind of like goes on that way. But there's a fence. It goes all the way around here, barbed wire on top, of course. You know, chain link fence comes down here, comes around here, because it's an old abandoned hospital. No one's supposed to be getting in here. Anyway, me and my date sneak, and this is middle of the night, sneak around here along this road, completely pitch black, come up here, up this berm, and then I have a pair of wire cutters, and we kind of cut into here. In here, and then we notice that this door into this maintenance building is open, and there's a bunch of, you know, generator-looking things here. There's this door thing, and this kind of looks like from the side, it's like got the door here, and then it goes like this. And this is what it looks like from the side, from the outside. And on the inside, of course, it's a stairway. It's down. The stairway goes down here, underneath all of this door thing, underneath here, and then opens up into the hospital, and has this side thing here, which I'm guessing is feeding stuff into it. And then it has here sort of side room, and in here, deep underground, there's these enormous iron boilers. These things were size of, like, you know, small buses, and all this underground. Are you talking about how you snuck into a place you weren't supposed to be at, just in... Yes, I'm talking about the first date I ever took a girl on. And so this was really heckin' cool. It was like a, and I'm drawing from a lot of my memories. Anyway, the side, like, taking a cross-section of this, sides of these were like absolutely festooned with pipes of all these different sizes, and then there was, like, you know, wires hanging from the, and it was just delightful. And there's one section here was kind of like a T-junction, and because there's all these pipes, so this is kind of like a 3D-ish view, and because there's all of these pipes going along the edges, brackets, and they kind of got to turn around, and they got to do their things. There's this sort of bridge, like a little ramp, went up, over, and then back down. And I really want to add one of these to our little underground bunker thing. And yeah, just that's kind of what we're doing for the access tunnels. And it would be nice to have like rooms like this boiler room sort of thing. And yeah. These are kind of the maintenance tunnels. Then we're gonna have our subway, and then we're gonna have our... So subway is gonna be like a two-lane subway thing. And this is gonna be like where all the vehicles and stuff, large demon, war machines, that sort of thing, can have their fun. We're gonna have an access our maintenance tunnels, which is inspired by this, and then we're gonna have our big old like cylindrical ventilation slash sewer pipes. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Looking forward to it. Yes, so the sides of these are gonna be festooned with pipes. Pipes, cables, you know, power boxes, just whatever little feebly things we can come up with. The intersections are gonna have those cool little bridge things. You can't do that. You're stealing from the civil engineer who designed that, who's probably dead by this point. The thing was abandoned when I went in there. I don't think anyone who designed that's... I don't know... fairly old when they did it. This thing was ancient when it was... when I broke into it. And that was when I was a kid. Like a wee kid. Still in high school. I can't believe you're going off their designs without the gravel. Behind the grave. Tell you what, Burley, I'll find where they're buried, I'll dig them up, I'll perform some necromantic ritual, and then I'll ask them their permission. Would that be okay? Would you be alright with me performing just a little bit of cheeky necromancy? You know, it's a treat. Ooh, I love this track. Okay, so for anyone who just tuned in, we're currently listening to the Mechanicus OST. It is delightful. Anyway, I got distracted. So we were naming this. I'm gonna hide this. So this is where our crate's gonna sit on. Sit on this sort of back thing here. And again, this is so that they can be swapped, mixed and matched kind of thing. I love mix and match. This whole thing is designed or intended as a mix and match. So it can be, you know, added to you can either have the bunker by itself, you can have it connected to a subway, you can have it connected to like a cave network. I'd love to do like an underground cave network. You can even have all three. You can have like a subway connected to the bunker that connects to the cave network. You could even have it like connect to an outside world, like a ruined city, or heck, even a typical trench crusade thing. It would be cool to have, you know, the entrance of this cave, subway, cave, bunker, subway, cave. Yeah, barely gets it. So let us and these two bits here. I'm gonna add splits here, splits here, and I love that I don't have to be terribly fussed about topology for this. Like, if it works, it works. Don't at me, bro. Like, I don't have to worry about, you know, having too many tries. Like, so long as we're not, like, as long as I'm not, like, poking faces too much or doing shenanigans like that. So, yeah. The grate just kind of, like, slaps on top of there. I suppose I'm gonna make the grate now. So, a few ways we can do this. One, we can have a... Okay, so important consideration, this has to be flat on the bottom, completely flat. Because it's gonna, when it's printed, it's gonna be printed, you know, this way up, this is gonna be the print bed, and it's gonna go closing its way across here. And yeah, so the idea is it's gonna be printed separately from this piece. And that means all the layer lines are gonna be across this edge here. If you're doing hard surface, you can get away with bad topology. Just make sure everything is manifold, no open holes. It has to be a solid shape. Yes. What you can do is use bevels around the edges to make sure the faces are flat. In Burley. This is to, you getting that. So, AI? Are we talking about AI? I can show you what I mean. Okay. Did you Want to jump in a call together or something? Gonna have like a Burly guest starring Burly Raptor. Anyway, let's see. Gotta turn this into a crate. How do I do that? Oh yeah, I was just thinking. So I can do ins. I can do this array. I could an array. But I want to have it so that it looks like it's layered. So one set's going to be slightly higher than the other. They're both going to be the same level on the bottom, but just try and give it an illusion that it's a series of strips that are welded together or bolted together. So let's think. Alright, so I reckon what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this cool fella over, oops, out the way for a minute, so slip over there, set ourselves back to incremental, and let's see, front view, shift D this, and zap you up by 1. Now, I'm going to extrude this out by 1, 2. This is going to be one of our plates that our little dudes are working on. And shift cross by 2. I probably didn't need to, but this a couple of times. Actually, I should probably modify for this. Yeah, let's do that. Get rid of... Wait, no. Get rid of this just yet. I think we're going to separate this. Link to the link selection and then P to separate. And I'm going to exact one good, like so. And then I'm going to go here. Object, add modifier, generate array. The array to... It's different from the array I'm used to using. Set the count to 3 will do for now. We want the offset to be 0 in that direction. Be 1 in Y. No. Want to be 1 in Z for some reason. Yep. So negative 2 Z. That's... Oh no, that's right. Yeah, okay, cool. Up our count until we get to the end. Actually, this... Okay, so that's going to be our... it's going to be our base. Yeah. It's going to be real-world maths application. If only this is how they taught it in school. Oh boy, Freddy, do not get me started on the failings of the institutional school system. Like... Yes, absolutely. Schools should be taught with practical application in mind, because the human mind is a machine designed to filter out useless information. And like filtering out bullshit is kind of what we do as humans. And the fact that our education system is basically designed to feed into that in the entirely wrong direction. And yeah, absolutely. Practical application for the things you're learning should be the default, not the exception. The fact that the education system is doing such a awful job of figuring that out, it's just embarrassment. Many levels. Yeah, I'm just thinking about the education system makes me feel ill. It's so bad. What do we mean this negative 2.5? So the gaps are wider than... Nah. Nah, negative 2. That's... But yeah, I'm a huge hater on the institutional education system. I just think they're awful. Making this 1 unit wide be not enough? Electroshock! I've seen Electroshock stream. Electroshock streams every now and then. Electroshock makes beautiful digital art and amazing music on stream. They also have one of the most so they do have a very nice voice. It's very calm, very melodical. I quite listening to, I just like listening to the background while I'm working. They're excellent second screen content. Some people take that as an insult. I think it's like the biggest compliment possible. Like just, yeah. So we're gonna extrude this out, and then we're gonna delete at both ends. So when we apply this modifier, we can just do a delete extra faces, and it'll merge all these together. Trust me, it'll make sense in the future. I so far away though. 2. Oh right, no, that's right. We're having wider gaps than. Why are you 20? All sorts of shenanigans. Uh, 11's not 111. Goodness no. Oh no, 11's all. Oh, hang on, I've been scrolling this up this whole time. Negative 2. Yeah, negative 1, 5. Does that look? Just trying to find a... Ooh. Okay, that actually nails it. That's exactly what... So we've got slightly wider space. All of these are equal distance. We have this edge on... We have an edge on either outer face. Yeah. So when we're done with this, we're just going to scale it down a smidge, just to account for like errors in printing and just general tolerances. But we're going to make it flush for now. So this. Oh, oops. Hang on. Oh, it's because the boundaries are being weird. Okay. Go 1, 2, and then bring this down to 1. Yeah, that's ideal. Interesting. That's the way it thinks of things. Like it's looking at the boundary of the original mesh rather than any arbitrary number that it might come up with that would be wrong. Like somehow it's, yeah, that's clever. I like Blender. Yeah, I appreciate you. Loyal. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need. I'm gonna bring this. Do not agree. So we're gonna bring our tunnel out the way. Minute. So these need to have spaces of each or thereabouts. And go about this. I know, if we set these in like increments about 2 wide, and we just ignore every second one. Oh, that's actually perfect. Oh, excellent. Okay, so these line up just right. So if I go ahead and grab every third one of these and extrude these, delete those faces, grab these, solid mode again, and grab these fellas, delete them, and then yeah, that's gonna be our grate. It's great. Don't need that anymore. Yeah, this is just gonna sit on top of. Yeah, this is gonna plop on top of that. We're gonna add some bolts. We're gonna clean up the edges of this once we've applied the array. And yeah, we just gotta like sort of cast iron grate that it's gonna run down and the shenanigans. Clipping? No, it's not. It is clipping. Oh, that's right, because we have. Hang on, got to down. There we go. Yeah, we've got a grate that can rush up and down to support whatever actions are going on. Yes, I think this needs some bolts on the top. So we can do whatever, like, greebly neat things we like on top of this. We just can't do anything underneath it. So again, the print bed's going to be flat. It's going to be printed straight on top of the... But yeah, adding some, like, hex nuts. That if you have a print head nozzle that can... Fuba! Welcome! A print head nozzle that is able to do that. Be fine. If you're using a wider print head nozzle for faster prints, yeah, just make it big enough so they'll look okay with the wider print. I'm actually like, just with like a regular, I think it's like a 0.0 nozzle? I don't know. 0.2 nozzle. The standard one that comes with most printers is actually good enough to make like threading for screws. I printed like 3D printed screws that actually work, which is incredible. But yes, Fuba, welcome! How you doing, buddy? Yeah, you... Oh, how about when the end of both sides is only half the width for better fitting? Hang on. Oh, so, yes. That is an excellent idea. What I was going to do is just take the whole thing and just scale it down. Just a smidge. That's probably the smarter way of going about it, Fubar. But, yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna add some bolts to the top of these. Just, if you stack 2 together, get in the center. Wait, you mean like 50? Ah. This isn't gonna work. Hang on. I apply this way. Grab. That was wrong. This. I won't bother capping these yet. Oh, bye, Belly! Good luck! Yeah, so this is how they're intended to fit together. And then these can be offset, if you like, because they're just sitting on top. Kind of like cover up the seam lines. But yeah, is that what you mean? Anyway, while those, I don't know, maybe they're thinking, maybe they're not, who knows? I'm gonna work on this. So I want to add some hex knots into here. So we're gonna be rotated slightly different. This is gonna be very chunky. At the seam, the gutter is thicker. Oh! You mean sort of like... is this particularly important, Fuba? Like, do you think this is going to be like a quality improvement if we figure it out? Yeah, but first, it's a like, is this just something that you think would be kind of neat, or is this like something that's going to make a big difference? Detail level? I don't. Oh, okay. Give it a sketch. We can give it a try. No promises, but yeah, we'll see how it looks. Nice in the model. Well, these are 22mm bases. That's about the size of a small coin. Anyway, we're gonna get into our bolts that are keeping these two plates together, or keeping these sort of things together. Lily, welcome. Hello, how you doing? Also, I could probably even... Oh, Fox was streaming. How could you forget about Fox? Forgot about... So I'm gonna actually grab all of these. Yeah, I'm gonna grab all of these. And, bring them down by 5. Gonna snapping thing. Sorry, I was playing something where I need my brain, so I'm going in. Okay, good luck, Lily. Have fun. Okay, so I think the top one are going to be our ones that are sitting on top. So we're gonna extend these up by 1, screwing out back to the original place. And then once we're done with all of this, we're gonna do the same thing to the outer edges once we apply the array modifier. And so, yeah. Even though they're kind of like... Well, actually, hang on. What we could do, because as previously mentioned, we can have a little bit of overhang. I'm thinking if we could bring these two edges in a little, it could look like this angle. It's sort of... that's fine. So this is our grating. I'm gonna add in some little bolts here that are kind of like connecting these two. Actually, it's been welded together. What do you think? Oh, Burley sent a full explainer. Let's see. Oh, that's what you meant by beveling Burley. I see, I see. Okay, that makes sense. And yeah, that probably will help with the fitting. I think they're I think the printer is gonna bevel it a little bit anyway. Yeah, that would probably be smart. No, I lost. Oh no! Better luck next time, Lily. Okay, so we're gonna add in our little hex nuts, or however these things are. 2 hours? What were you playing? I'm gonna extrude this, scale it in, and then we're gonna bevel the. What? Oh, hang on. No. Control edge. Bevel these. Oh, hang on. That ain't right. Honey? Bevel. Huh. Interesting. Delete this. Actually, hang on. Wait. I'm doing this all the wrong way. Put this up. And then we bevel the. Bevel. Oh, these are, yeah, all wrong. Let's see. Affect edges, width, segment, color shape. That change. Lou says. Anyway, bye-bye, I start again. Good luck, Lily! Maybe this is what they're playing. Ooh, changing the width makes all sorts of nonsense happen. Point. Okay. 3? 0.8? Okay. Let's see. Depth. I really want it to be, like, circular. Why is it not? Oh, it's because the scaling's off? X. Apply. Transforms. Bevel this now. There we go, that's what we're looking for. Okay. And your offset's wrong now, so... Well, I guess your offset's right now, but... Negative I? Oh. Negative 1. No, it's positive 1 now. Okay, interesting. Okay, that's better. People said, I'll send you an image of what I meant. It might be useless habits. It's always worth a try. Oh! Yes. But... Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. But, what I want to do is I want to have these as... Like, these are, like, prefabbed units. These aren't sort of... This isn't one continuous rate. This is intended to be individual plates, so the lips of both of these are going to be extended out. So the idea is, like, when you make one of these, you don't I paste my a camera option thing. Stop there, folks. I see big mistake. Okay. Let's see. So let's bevel our edges. Oops, we missed an edge. No, yeah, no real life gutter would be endless. Exactly. So, bevel edges. And then yeah, that's our hex nuts on the outside. I'm gonna do the same thing for this inside layer and the other side. Yeah, that's gonna be our grates. Gonna be great. Gonna be great old great. I'm actually gonna Control-Z this back though, because actually I'm gonna delete and fill this back in. Fill, and then we're gonna extrude all of the So I'm gonna go up here and set our transform orientation to be local, and then the transform pivot point to be individual origins. It's gonna be when we, theoretically, when we scale all these, fuck reality. Indeed, that's why we do 3D modeling. That's why we're doing this. We're making things that don't conform to reality. So don't be fussed about that. If I was doing something that was like astrofuturism, where this thing could have been like 3D printed or extruded by like a constructor machine, it would be cool to have like a contiguous ribbon. But yeah. So, let us go ahead and extrude this out. Is all by individual origin. Scale them in, and they're all going to be the exact same size. Perfect. Extrude up. So. And now we can be a hassle selecting all these edges. I said it's annoying to not have thought about it. It's like, it's okay, buddy. It happens to all of us. Hard on yourself. Everything is deja vu. Okay, selecting all these tedious as fuck, but I think it'll be worth it because these little hex nuts are gonna be charming little additions. And then I think we're just about done with this grade. I was actually planning on doing the maintenance tunnel first, but I'm having such a good time with these little grades. It's great. I'm having a great time. Let's see. Bevel edges. And yeah, these features. Why are you off? No. This was working fine. What's going on? Oh, okay. So we've when I Control C back, it seems I undid the change that I made to the when I applied the rotation scale. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna set U to 0. I'm gonna set Y to 1. There we go. So everything's back the way it was, I believe. Yes. So now we can go back here. We can go ahead and do our bevel. Bevel edges. And come on, wake up. Wake up. There we go. And there we go. There's our little hex nuts. So yeah, the printer will run through all these, draw these lines all really quick. And it'll... Actually, I think... Thinking about how this is going to print, it's probably going to go up and down. And it'll draw these sections here in the base. Until it gets to... here, and then it's going to go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. This will be a fairly rigid piece when it's printed. Now we know it's grim dark, hex nuts on everything. And then when it's done going up and down, it's gonna come back and stick all these little bolts on top. Now that might lead to the little bolts being kind of flimsy. They'll probably end up being really easy to break off. That's not too much of a problem, I don't think, because, you know, the hex nuts, there's a couple missing here and there, it's no biggie. Actually, hang on. I don't think we want the hex nuts on the inside pieces, on the inside track. Because when you're moving your miniatures around, they're probably going to keep getting snared on these little things. So yeah, from a gameplay perspective, I think we need to get rid of the hex nuts. Oh, hang on. Back. Gotta get rid of the hex nuts on the inside. Keep the ones on the outside, but yeah, we'll scrap the inner nuts. Inner nuts. And just have it so that they kind of like just bolted, yeah, on the edges. It'll also improve print time. 95 Jesus. Oh, chaos! We got a 95 streaker. Oh, how's the leaguing going? Are you winning? Are you still experimenting with new characters? Yeah, that feels better. It doesn't need hex nuts everywhere. Less than 50%. Huh? Less than 50%? Oh. No, you're doing great, Booba. Close to 100. Yeah. Barely says, but I'm calming down and relaxing before I start my stream up. Ooh, what are you streaming tonight, Burley? Please don't say Blasphemous. If you're playing Blasphemous, I'll be tempted to end this early just so I can come and watch you. That's a joke, by the way. If you're playing Blasphemous, that'd be great. I'm still playing Floria. Oh, okay, cool. We finished Blasphemous. Oh, you did? Oh, yes, that's right. I couldn't watch till the end of the last stream. I was heckin' tired. I went... I bitched out and went to bed. Okay, so we've got Hex Knots on that side. Actually, it would be cool to have Hex Nuts on the interfaces of these. So I'll go and add those in once we've applied this. But aside from that, I think we're good. I did mention that it might be neat to taper these in just a smidge. Hang on, if we go faces mode, scale this in X. Let's taper this in just a tiny bit, like half a layer line. When you're looking at it from this angle, because you're never going to be able to get in underneath it. When you're looking at this angle, it'll look like they're, like this is a plate that's sitting on top of this one, even though it's a solid piece. So I hope that we can get away with that. Go ahead and scale these in X. Again, just a tiny bit. I think we can get away with that. Again, you can have a little bit of overhang, just not too much. And you're always like running a risk when you do this. Belly says, I'll be working on more of that scene. Ooh, hang on. The poster scene? One with all the burleys on the couch? All my burley on the couch? Getting all your birds in a row? Oh, hang on. We wanna scale these sections as well, because they're gonna have to connect in the array. So scale X. Smith. Okay, now. Oh, okay, cool. So, and you all line up perfectly. Excellent. Fantastic. So, yeah. Looking at it from an angle, well, the only angle you're going to be able to see it at, they look like they overlap each other. Beautiful. I'm very happy with that. Let us go ahead and bevel all these. I just kind of like made this really quickly. If we just and grab the on a bevel on all that. Yeah, a bit. It looks wonky. It's an OBS thing you have capturing your inputs? Nani? Oh shoot, my camera's died. Wake up, camera. How long has he been staring into the void like that? That 50 bajillion. This is what I've got like a free webcam phone app. Yeah, it's gonna throw ads at me too. It's not the best, but it's free. Also, look at DMs. Oh yes. You were AFK when I did mention, yes, that is cool. But I'm thinking, I'm thinking the software, the slicing software, and when it prints out, it's going to make those slightly beveled anyway. Since I started watching, oh no, been for that long. Oh, it's okay. We'll get it fixed up. And then that. Load that. And whoa, okay, weird things are happening. Ah. There we go. Okay, we're good. Hello. Hi, hi, hi. That actually fixed it pretty easy. There we go. Got flippy ears that Lily loves so much. Send you an idea for the hex nuts. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, so they're kind of like inlaid. Hmm. Good idea. Maybe if you got a bigger hex nut, the gap between is no issue for printers and you can still get the hex nut shape. Yes! Yeah, just have them inset. Could do. Would make them sturdier. There'd be enough space in this, though. I have to cut like a fairly wide hole. Let's do a quick experiment. We'll extrude you in, and extrude down. Let's snap it down about past halfway, and about edge it. Bevel edges, so, and then scale you in, and there needs to be enough space so that the whatever torque wrench can get in. Back up. So yeah, like that. Yeah, that actually looks pretty rad. And it would be easier for it to print too, because it's less stuff. Could even go in and bevel these fellas. So good for coloring? Yeah, you can just get in, I mean, Freddy would probably be the one to ask, but probably just get in there with like a narrow brush and just paint in there. Bevel these, so these are circular. Detail with backwatch. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna Control-C that back out. I'm gonna do it for all of them, and it'd be easy just to do it. Yeah, that's pretty rad. Thanks, Booba. So let's go through and delete these. Either end. Faces. And yeah, it'll be a whole heap of extra ink washes and dry brushes to get a lot done. Ah, okay. The master has spoken. So let's fill these in. I just realized we've got to delete these faces. Yeah, do that once we're done. Yeah, we're set to individual origins and local. So when we extrude these, they're going to extrude in on themselves. So dry brushing is OP. Ah, do you have experience with miniature painting as well, Fuba? Extrude these fellas again. down. And so there's a slight lip for the bolt to bite onto and attach to underneath. And I presume this one would also have like a indent as well. Now we gotta go through, and how these. It was really easy to bevel these when they were sticking out. Inset like this. I did paint. Oh, Fubar says I did paint a few, but never a whole army. Never on a personally acceptable level. Yeah, I also tried. I tried before 3D printing was widely accessible. I would love to give it another go now that 3D printing's a thing. And Fubar gave me some advice on how to paint STL printed. Hang on, if I do this, work, right? Oh, that does work. Okay, cool. So it's just selecting these is going to be tedious as heck. AFK. Okay, good luck, Fubar! Actually, hang on. If I go top, if I go to wireframe, I go to vertex mode, I can just do box selects like this, and then when I go back to edges mode, okay, I really should have thought of this before I went through it, so I thought this at the very end, but now if I go, no way this is gonna work, yeah, okay, that's not gonna work. Oh well. Easier to do this in X-ray mode anyway. It's just a lot of practice. I don't do anything someone else couldn't do. Hang on. That's not entirely correct. Just because anyone else can do it doesn't mean everyone else would do it. Like anyone can do anything. Like we're living in a world, but very, very few people have the impetus and, you know, the passion and the drive to really do anything these days. So just because anyone can do this thing doesn't take away from the fact that you actually stood up and did it. And you should be proud of that. I'm proud of that. I think that's incredible that you've actually set out and put in the time and the effort to excel at this. And the fact that, you know, it's something anyone can do, and despite the fact that there's a lot of people who doesn't take away from that, I still think it's brilliant. Ledger. Exy fellow. Like that. That's kind of what I mean. If people put in the effort, they could do what I do. And equally, I could do other things if I put in, the time. Yeah. Alright, cool. So, now extrude in these fellas. Like so. Give it a good amount of space, just again, so that whatever wrench tool they're using to slide in here, like some kind of socket wrench, will have room to fit. And then wireframe it and extrude you up so that you're flush. And yeah, that's our hex nuts. Awesome idea, Fubar. Thank you so much. Oh wait, hang on, they said AFK. Yeah, that looks pretty rad. But yeah, if this was 40k, those would all be little skulls. Not 40k, so fuck you, Games Workshop. But yeah, so that's that done. Now I gotta go through and make. I didn't think ahead of this. We gotta make this much smaller. These hard angles are not deja vu at all. But if I go like this, and we go and do a W bevel. So eyeball it. That looks. Oh, I don't know what's going. Oh, okay, yeah, I know what's going. Haven't done. Oh, it's an interesting arrow. They're kind of like crisscrossing. Neat. Okay, that looks cool, but we don't want to do that for the top two. Aside from that, it all looks pretty rad. Let's do that again. W, bevel edges. Starts with 2. Yeah, so aside from that glitch there, which will be fairly easy to tidy up. Good. Oh, hang on. Before I forget, gotta get rid of these extra things here. When we merge these arrays, make sure they stick together. So, same on the other end. So yeah, when we just apply the array, we just do an Alt-M by distance. Sorry, merge by distance, and that'll connect all these together. Be one mesh. One print. Actually, now that I think about it, if we print this the other way around, so it's flat, and I don't... Freddy, you've probably noticed this. On the bottom of any, like, FDM PLA prints, the bottom is very smooth. It's got this very smooth, glossy, but it's, like, also textured from the print base. It might be better to print this face down, because those little holes are fairly small. Print this face down, and then when it runs over the top, it should be far enough for it to not matter too much. And then we won't have the layer lines on top. It'll just be that kind of like very flat, sort of pressed look. Oh no, that won't work because we'll have these overhangs. Nah, that doesn't work. Never mind. Yeah, these overhangs would be too far. It just suck to have them supports. It's fine. To be honest, I've only printed resin. My brother is at the FDM printer. Ah, okay. Yeah, I started with FDM because they're cheaper, and I'm much more interested in doing terrain. And like the miniatures that I printed with FDM, pretty good. They're good enough for what I need. And also the chemicals that come with resin scare me. Apparently they can be pretty obnoxious. Let's go ahead and go mesh, shading, smooth faces. Do not want that. Do not want that at all. Fox no lag. Yes, definitely want these to be hard. Resin, you would print things at an angle to minimize the slip on each layer. Ah, okay. I almost feel like this looks better without the bevel. Okay, I'm gonna have to be back these changes. Okay. I don't know, I think this actually looks a smidge better without the bevel. I don't know, what do you think, Freddy? Should these be smooth or not? I'll go and redo these changes. I could read out. Actually, now that I think about it, I could just use these ones. Oh well. Okay. You know what? Yeah, that's cool. I also like angulars. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this slot. I'm gonna shift the U, and then I'm gonna hide the OG, and I'm gonna apply this one. So we've got the OG one still about. Now then, gonna and these overhangs. Go in and fill in the edges. Actually, I can just, yeah, do that. Me, don't like that. Oh, hang on, what's this? This is new edges. Nah, that doesn't work. Oh, that's just the regular. Oh, what's that do? Oh, that's interesting. You know what? I'm gonna go with that. It gives triangles, but I don't mind about triangles here. W. Oh, oh, that's awesome. It actually like picks individual. That's really cool. Would need to go to the attic, which I don't want to do. So no picture of a model. Ah, okay. It's all good. Burley, welcome back. Yes, we still be blendering. Well, beautiful. Now, I want to and delete out inside faces. B. Actually, hang on, no. Yeah, that's actually fine. I was thinking about extruding up this outer face, but that doesn't make sense because these are like all barred and X-knotted together. Is that too many hex nuts though? I feel like this is like way too many hex. Like just thinking about manufacturing, the amount of work that would go into making this is actually a bit silly. I don't think it needs this many hex nuts, especially like on the inside. I think we should probably get rid of all these inner hex nuts. Because just having them on the outside is enough. But getting rid of these is going to be a pain. But I'm going to do it. It's Grimdog. You work the children to death. Yes, I get that, but I am hyper fixated on logistics. I am obsessive about how things are made and how to make them. I can't turn my brain off, Freddy. I'm sorry. I'm just built this way. Easiest way to grab these would probably be to select all of this, and then Alt deselect these top pieces. Whatever works. It doesn't. That's the point. But no, this isn't gonna take. If I was working in like a studio or something, if I was on the clock, this would be the point where my boss would probably lean over my shoulder and say, "Fox, you need to go for a walk. Get outside, touch some grass, buddy. It's okay. The hex nuts can't hurt you now." But they can. Don't understand, Freddy. The hex nuts told me to do it. I had to kill those 13 people. Oh man, this music is actually kind of ideal for this too. As heck. Crow, hello! Oh yes, 13 murders. How you doing, Crow? Are you still working on the I think last time we talked you were working on doing a Google certificate? Okay, delete. Faces gone. That's not all the faces though, is it? That's not all the faces at all. Alright, now we can go Z, wireframe, vertice mode, and then go ahead and grab all of these. Oh goodness. Actually, if we go across like this. Oh yeah, that's easy. Oh, we only got the top ones. Bottom ones too. Yeah, that's fine. Entirely. Oh, Troy says, I'm still working on it. It's a good pace. Ah, excellent. I'm glad. You've got a sustainable rhythm, sounds like. Which is awesome. And I selected way too far. Select. And so many hex nuts. I'm gonna be dreaming of hex nuts tonight. Also, still have a little ways to go. The ISP decides to bully me. I didn't end up calling them yesterday. I did some plumbing instead. I had a pipe dripping, and it was not letting me sleep. It was bugging the heck out of me, so I went and got some plumber's tape and turned it off at the mains, drained it, got some plumber's tape, patched it up. Felt really felt like a handyman in my whole Bob the Builder routine. I just realized that I don't need this slot. Oh well. I'm pretty sure there's an Alt deselect option. It is deselect. I think it's like Alt. Like Alt. Oh. Whoa, what was that? What have I done? Honey? Oh, what is this? I've made some kind of weird selection. How do I control Z that? Huh? What the heck is Alt B? Burley, I Alt B'd. Turtle Pixel says, Fox, chat! Hello, Turtle! Welcome! Oh no, I scared Freddy away. Oh, very sorry, but I've got to head out. I'll have an ear to listen to your Hex Not Nightmares. Thank you! Good luck, Freddy! Never that sweet turtle. Maybe a hide all but selected? I think so. Let me Google this. And Alt plus B. Alt B. Clipping feature which limits the visible portion of your 3D scene to a defined volume, hoping you focus on selected area. Oh, okay. How do I undo it? Cleared with Control Alt B. Okay. Control Alt B. Control Alt B. Control Alt B. It's not clearing. Reddit, help. Can you please help? Yes. Hit Alt B again. Oh. Alt B? Oh! That was easy. Well, I've lost my selects, so that's embarrassing. Well, I guess we're back to selecting. I'm never hitting that Alt B again. Pro tip, don't experiment. It only leads to bad things. Avoid creativity. You're told, follow the rules. Only operate within prescribed boundaries. Obey. Obey. Anyway, Turtle, welcome back. How you doing, buddy? Oh no, my avatar's stuck again. I didn't know. Oh wait, no, there he goes. So. Okay, it's my camera's messing up this time. It's kind of working occasionally. Pixel says, "Good. How are you?" Chili Penguin, welcome. Know the magic. Ah, yes, a peek behind the curtain. Okie dokie. Delete. Alright, now we've got to fill in all these. Well, that should be easy. Oh, the heck? Oh, right, because we haven't done our merge by distance. There we go. Close all votes, and now we can just select all the... Oh, man. Is it working yet? No. My cheap-ass webcam setup. And by cheap, I mean free. Yeah, it's going slow again. Ah, I'm glad you're doing well, Pixel. Sorry, Voxel. And I'm doing excellent. I'm having an absolute blast making this scenery. I've been wanting to do this for ages. I've just never had the, like, impetus. And then when Freddy said that they might be interested in painting up some terrain, some 3D printed terrain, I was just like, heck yeah, finally. And even if they decide not to, that's cool too. I'll just be glad to have finally done it. So either way, Freddy's support is enormously appreciated. Oh no. No, Lily, it's okay. Put the knife down, Lily. No one needs to get hurt. Oh, Freddy says, I definitely will, 100%. I appreciate it, but you don't need to. Alright, that looks so much better. Yeah, that was way too noisy with the hex nuts in the middle. Just having it on the outside is kind of ideal, I think. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Okay, cool. So this is our pipe. Pipe slot 1. Now, what I want to do is I want to have, as previously mentioned, a section. So okay, we need a few variations. We need a, let's see. It's at the bottom of my avatar development thing. Actually no, let's put it at the top. Otherwise it'll get lost. So we need a curve down end. Curve down end. Well, curve up end would be cool too. You can have like a version that curves up, and like obviously they can't get past there because it's curving directly up. We need a, so yeah, curve up end, and that'll make for like really, I think it'll make for cool sort of let's quickly sound. So I think this will end up giving us sort of, it's fine, okay, just put it in the middle of the hospital. So have sort of T-junctions, and then these will kind of like, you know, up into larger areas. But it'd be cool to also have like little termination points here for like ambushes and stuff. Little hard points where you can sort of hide away. It'd be really cool to have like, you know, little nodes here, so you can have like a machine gun team or something that can like completely lock down this entire alleyway. Like, you know, assault team here to back them up. But yeah, having these like little nodes here and there that kind of like just terminate, and then this would be like the part that just goes, either curves up or just ends. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. And it'd also be cool to have those little nooks in these longer sections. So just kind of like have a section that has a piece that's designed to have these pipes, but then just have the pipe section just be going straight up. So you've got this cool little nook here that, again, 1 or 2 guys can just camp in. Or like a heavy weapons team can just kind of like, you know, squeeze in here and have a good sort of spot to camp. Actually, no, it'd probably make more sense to have that this end. Yeah, just have all these little bits that can either like end in terminates or terminate long bits. Just keep things interesting. So, gonna have, let's see. Curve up end, curve down end. We're gonna have a fan. I wanna have like a fan end. It's kind of like a big grate, a big vertical grate, and like have a big old fan behind it or something, or maybe just a big fan. Something that's gonna, oh, Burly! Burly's probably streaming by now. Burly Raptor is a 3D modeler and avatar. Oh yeah, this is one of the new ones I wrote. Burly Raptor is a 3D modeler and avatar developer who also puts in massive effort into planning and organizing awesome community events for us. We just had the Minecraft thing yesterday. They're setting up a server for it too, which is gonna be great. There'll be even more slots. Easily worth a follow if you haven't already. But says the size for different bases wouldn't matter as you can always scale size of prints, right? Yes, but I do want to make it with a particular scale in mind. So yeah, you can scale it, and if you're playing with like games that have a different scale resolution, like they do just be, you can absolutely scale these up. But yeah, in terms of designing how they fit together and how they're designed to be played on, I do want to have a particular scale in mind, or a particular resolution, yes? But yeah. Here we go. So we need a curve up, we need a fan end. Like, can we just die again? Please behave yourself. I caught it this time. There we go. Ah! There we go. Oh, okay, cool. It's, oh, no. It was fluid, but now it's, that's... Okay, so we need a fan end. We need a junction. We need a... I guess we'll call this an X junction. We need a... I'm gonna call this a J curve. This one is gonna like curve in one direction, and then need an L curve, so one that's gonna curve in the other direction. I give that a capital T because it's kind of hard to see. T junction, J curve, L curve. And then obviously our straight variations. So we'll have a straight short and a straight long. Straight short, which is what we've got here, and we're gonna have a straight long. Just so, you know, kind of extended version. And we'll do this for all of these. These ones, so with these ones, it's just going to be the hallways, because that's all these are. Wow! Oh, thanks for the hydration. I should probably top up, I will top up my tea. Ooh, we're about to have our SP reset. When that happens, I'm gonna go for a quick break, and I suggest y'all do the same. Top up my tea, bathroom break, maybe get myself a little snack. But yeah, so These aren't gonna have any rooms, but I really want these ones to have variations that have like little rooms, like like little bunk houses, bunk beds, bunk rooms. Maybe like a mess hall, you know, maintenance rooms, very important. Generator rooms, that sort of thing. All the kind of like stuff you'd see in an underground facility. Like this, and then we have a subway, which will obviously have the big subway stations. This will have like T-junctions and stuff. Idea! Ooh! Idea incoming! Gimme! Respectfully. Anyway, now this is done, I can actually like bring this across. You have very different ideas of what transforms are, don't you? Let's apply all of our transforms together. Floors and walls could be attachable. Fox, what are you doing? I'm making a 3D printable terrain set. So the idea is that this is for like wargamers, people who play those little games with miniatures. And yeah, you can print these out on a FDM printer. And they're modular, so they can all kind of like slot in together, and it'll be a good time. Floors and walls can be attachable so that you can print the base floors and put the decoration elements in and out, making them easier. Yes. So I do want to do something like that, but I don't want the so I want the greebles that attach to them separate. So like with this, having this separate is obviously really cool. But and when I do the pipes for these, I'll definitely make those separate. But I want the frame to be printed in place, because that'll just allow me to, because otherwise it'll be way too much to take into consideration, like how various pieces fit together. If I have these hallways that are solid, that I can then build around, I'll have like an easier time, a better... Okay. Well, assuming I'm not muted anymore. Am I not muted? Okay, okay. Perfect timing, Lily. I don't know why you chose to mute me then. Okay, I got my tea. I got some almonds. We're good to go. Anyway, yes! Poobah, that is a great idea. I would dearly love to have, like, also being able to, like, mix and match side pieces would be cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, Fuba, would you be interested in, judging our little battle to the death? Okay, so I'm gonna do the curve junction next. This is our, over here I'm gonna have a little section that we're gonna assemble all of our fabricated pieces. That's okay. Do we have any volunteers for judges? That's okay, Lily. Find someone else. Don't be pressuring them. Let them go. Sure there's no one else in chat who might be interested in... So? Oh, maybe you could get Pando or Nexo to judge for us. It says, I think it's good to keep painting in mind while designing this terrain. Yes, absolutely. I'm absolutely doing my best. I just reject loops like this. You know what? That's good enough. We got tries, but I'm not fussed. W. That's not good. I don't appreciate that. Let's go this. I think again. W. Casual loops. Much better. Select. Done. Okay, so that's the back of that done. But is Nexo or Panda here? Well, I mean, maybe you could DM them, bring them in. Okay, so if D cross, then what I want to do is go to edit mode, go to wireframe, and I want to grab all of this. Wait, select everything by double tapping A. All this, do an invert selection, I, and then delete these faces. So now I just have this section here. It's just the it's just the outer edge. Now I want this to rotate. So we want to go ahead and I think the best way to do this might be to set the origin to that, so that when we... You know what? I just DM both of them, see which one comes first. Yay! And if I shift D and rotate this, I'm gonna have a top and bottom. Now we just got to... Oh, for starters, get rid of these little triangles here. We don't need any of this. That lip's just for holding the rate. Delete all those. I can delete that. Then fill these back. Actually, now that I think about it, I should probably be thinking about how these connect together. I'm thinking if we add like a lip to the outer edge of this, and add some on the inside, and have it kind of like their prefab as well, Just thinking about how these would stick together as well. Do you have any idea on how these pieces... Okay, so I've got a few ideas. We could have like a pin and socket system, so have holes in one end. So, like, holes on this side, pins on this side, and they always kind of stick together. Just have them so they, like, stick together, like, not stick together, but just, you just place them down, and just have them, like, Lego piece, not like Lego pieces, so that's, like, terrain pieces, just kind of, like, sit next to each other. And neodymium magnet slots would actually also be really cool. Actually, yeah, having neodymium slots that can also be used, you either just put like little pegs in them, or if you want to spend the money, because neodymium slots can be, neodymium magnets are quite expensive. But if you just want to, you know, add in little pegs instead, just to hold them together. Because you can, what you can do is you can actually make a... Yeah, I've done this before. Oh, Panda's coming. Yay! You can actually have... So this is cross-section. You can have on one side a hole. Hang on. One side a hole that has a lip, like so. The other side, another hole. A lip. And then on the joining piece, what you do is you have an extrusion, like so. A tooth, like so. And then have it come together, but you have it hollow in here. Like this. And same here. So this is another way of doing it. This would make it like permanent. So when these two pieces get slotted in, these dimensions are, this needs to be shallower. Yeah, it's better. So yeah, so when this pushes in, these two parts will push together, but then, you know, the plastic will just bring it back once it's inside here, so you wind up with a lock like this. But again, that'll be permanent lock, so to speak. So that, yeah, that's another option. Attachment points on the bottom side? Oh, possibly. Yeah. Could make like a little inset here. Like a little sort of cut that goes up and across. And you could have like rails underneath that kind of like connect them together. That's a good idea. I'm painting something, wait, okay. Just let me know when you're ready, Lily. Okay. So that's our pipe. Oh right, I was thinking about making connections, like a lip around here with bolts, so they kind of like stick together. Lily says, Fox, can you tell him? Sure. Lily was hoping for a emote battle. Emote battles are... Oh, Fuba sent something. Okay, let's do this first. Ah, yes. That's kind of what I was thinking. And this is what Fuba sent. The life of a little picture. I love this little guy. But yes, absolutely. Great idea. But yes, emote battle is basically, so I put down a emote like this. Lily tries to find a emote that matches it. And, you know, you judge whether it's a close enough match. And if it is, then Lily, yeah. And then, yeah. So that's a pretty close match. So now Lily would have a go and they'd put down an emote. And then I'd try and find a match. And if someone can't find a match for the, and yeah, then we keep taking it in turns until someone can't find a match for the emote that's been put down, and that person loses the point. Oh, sorry, the other person. So the person who isn't the one who couldn't guess it gets a point, and first person to 3 points wins. Okay. So who goes first? How am I gonna do this lip? Let's think. Let's think. Fox goes first? Okay. I'm gonna go with this one. Good luck, Lily. Okay, so the lip needs to go all the way around. Um, what if? What if we took all of this and just straight up extrude it by one, like one arbitrary point. Then that's pretty good, Lily. I like that. Okay, so yeah, extrude this by one arbitrary, like so. And then the same with this end. Extrude by one increment. Yeah, so Pando, now you've got to decide if that counts or not. According to your, totally objective and impartial opinions. I think we want to bring this along. So I think these sections here add to. So, extrude that out by. Oops. I should probably save this. I'm bad judge, I don't know about that. It's okay, everything will be fine, you just gotta let us know who's right, and that it's obviously me. If I extrude these in along their north, if I just grab all of these, I think we're still set to, yeah, we're still set to individual origins. If we set this to, and then we extrude this out, and then scale it on, not Y, scale it on X. No. Oh, wait, no, we want to translate it. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, cool. That's how we're gonna get our lip. And then, yeah, we just add in our same hex nut shenanigans around this edge. And that's how the part's gonna connect in canon. So, awesome. I would say then a no. Okay. That means it's your turn, Lily. No, Lily. Let's not make it about that. Don't. We have to trust their decision, even if we don't like it. You can't go manipulating the judges like that. It's not okay. Bro! It was good. That was an excellent attempt, but it seems like 001 for Fox. I guess so. Gaslighting? Possibly. Quite a bit of gaslighting. How's it going, Crow? Are you winning? Or still winning? You were winning pretty hard last time we talked. But then, there's always winning. So doesn't this mean you go first now, Lily? Sure, the winners go second. I'm a wiener. And I'm kinda hungry now. All this talk of wieners make me hungry. Okie dokie, so now we can extrude this in. By using translate, like the clever little oxo I am. I'm just gonna eyeball this in. That'll do. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, these prefabricated pieces. Idea is that they're made. Hang on, yeah, they're made somewhere else, and then they're kind of like brought in, and then they're bolted together in this tunnel. Ooh, what's that? What even is that? Literally a number? Okay. Damn. I don't think I have any numbers. Hmm. That's a tricky one. Okay, I'm gonna give it a go though. There is a global. Actually, I'm not sub to anyone right now. I'm gonna really struggle with this. Well, Panda did say it's a number, so by Panda's own assessment, that's got to be correct, right? Panda said it's literally a number, and the one I posted is also literally a number. Ruba says, just make one quick and switch one of your emails up. No! Oh, really? Yay! Victory for Fox. Unfair. Are you sure you're being impartial there, Panda? I mean, yeah, he did say it's literally a number. I'm gonna get rid of these two now because they're redundant. Fox, your turn. Okay. Hmm. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go with one of my favorites. It's a burb scuttling left to right with a heart. Oh, actually, yeah, that's fair. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's kind of obvious. Okay, so how am I gonna do the hex knots for these? I reckon if I just split the... Okay. I guess that means it's your turn, Lily. Good luck! Great shout out! Oh shoot, I've got to write out Graves thing. Write out Graves shout out. I just realized something's off about this. The fact that these come straight out means that they're not leveling in correctly. So these aren't going by individual origins. They're up to shenanigans. I think I've got to go and select every second one of these. And then merge them together when we're done. Otherwise, it's not going to pick their individual origins, like it's claiming to do. Lying. A liar. Filthy, disgusting liar. So let's go ahead and grab every second one this time. I won't let you in. Oh, gun. Literally a gun. Let's see. Do I have any guns? Well, the closest I've got is... Actually, yeah, the only one I'm subscribed to now is me. So, this is a bit of an unfair advantage, Lily. But yeah, good luck. Okie dokie, let's try. Strew. And then... Oh, north. Inwards. Okay. Then, kinda eyeball just like so. And then, okay, I think we've got the wrong ones here. Oh, so we missed a spot there. I think we want to start with this one here, then skip the top two. Actually, no, we're gonna keep the top. All right, this is good enough. Aside from the fact that we missed a spot here, is any others? Yeah, it's just this one here that we missed. So we're gonna see these two. Well, it's up to Pando. Sorry, Panda. I'm bad with names. I was distracted. Sorry, yeah, I think it's also a weapon. Okay. Win's a win. What you up to, Panda? Getting... friend requests. Oops. Ah, okay, good luck. Lily says, Fox, can we continue later? I need to go eat. Okay, yes! Enjoy your food, Lily! Okay, so move it in normal, like so. Eyeball it to be right length. There, that'll do. And yeah, now I've gotta go through and get rid of all these extra bits. On the outside, and then we're gonna in. I think we're only gonna have to do all this once, because we're gonna be reusing these sections over and over and over, quite a few times. So, hang on. Instead I did an Alt Select. And then deselected the ones that I don't... Hang on. Hell that. Okay, not what I was looking for. Okay. Oh. Good luck, Lily. Enjoy your foods. Lily, DM me if you're back because I continue working then. Okay. Bye, Panda. It's you. Okay, so just deselecting all of these, and then I think if I delete out, now if I delete out all of the oops, stuff, this is fill in all of these bits. Actually, we'll start on the side, and then we should have our lip, like the connection point for the prefabricated pipe pieces. Oh, hang on. Wait. So, wait. Oh, hang on. That's good. It's okay. It's okay. Everything is deja vu. Yeah, this is like it's working, I think. Selected that, and we do a bridge fill. Yeah, and we start our little hex knot sections around the edge here. I don't think this needs to be quite so wide. I think it's in one. But yeah, this feels very, very claustrophobic. Poor little guy. And instead of doing like all this for the other side, I think we'll just duplicate this to the other side. Easy enough to just do its invert scale. But yeah, looking good. And yeah, now that we've got like all these ideas nailed down for how to modify, could do. But mirror modifiers generally, it's gonna try and mirror the whole thing. I think it'd be more work. 'Cause I'd have to like delete out the middle section. I guess I could do. Actually, yeah, mirror modifier. Because then I can like mirror modify it in 2 axes, and that way I only have to do this section. So yeah, good idea. So if we go ahead and clear out all of this, and all of this, that, like so. Indeed. And its its origin is right there in the middle. So now if I go generate mirror, interesting. The origin point isn't in the center. Get out of the way. Just see what's going on here. That's all good. Active element. By 2. There we go. It's all good. And then we'll do the same with Z, quote unquote. And over here, this. so. Yeah, that works. Excellent. Have the in hard to see. Yeah, we do have the inside loop. Alright, cool. So now we should just be able to apply this. And then go, first of all, on merge by distance, get all those middle ones gone. Oh, seems. Oh, it auto merged them. Neat. Now we just go here. Actually, hang on, wait. This slot first. And W bridge edge loops. And I'll connect these two sections together. And then we'll go here. Go on. Yeah, here, and then we'll deselect these two parts. E. Yeah, if we go W edge loops, that'll get the section. That's right. Alright, cool. Just gotta put in the hex notes. Although, I probably should do the hex notes before I apply that mirror. Now that I think about it, we can use the mirror to IDM Panda. Yay! Okay, cool. Put in our little hex nut points before we do that mirror. I love this song. By the by, this is the Mechanicus OST. Because Panda's cool. I like Panda. Hopeful person. But yeah, so let's it's only because he's unfair. The only thing is unfair because he let me win. Is that your definition of unfair now? When I win? So, these are gonna be where our hex nuts are. Need some in the bottom section, even though probably not gonna be able to see them. Yes. Fair enough. So, hex nut, hex nut. Hex. Hex. So, this is where all the hex nuts are gonna be placed. Can't win. You start. Okay. Okay, definitely not bonking, because there's loads of those. Not the tail wagging one either. I think the paw one is pretty unique. Can't do the side eye, everyone's got one. Yeah, let's go with the paw. That's pretty... yeah. Pretty much a Fox original. Okay, active... sorry. Yeah, active element needs to be local. And screw... scale? Oh! Going. Oh, wait, we want individual origin. Now scale. There we go. Now these aren't perfectly square. So but if I set this to... and then scale in X... scale in Y? There we go. Kinda like eyeball them fairly square. Scale in X. Nope. Scaling. Fairly close to the scale in X. There we go. That's square enough. No, why that? Because I want to win too. Wahaha. Then we extrude these in. Then we're gonna GZ. So, no idea how these are gonna print. I think we'll have to print this in 2 sections? Holy, how am I gonna print this? It looked really weird printing like top to bottom like that. And those overhangs aren't... Oh, wait, hang on. Nah, too much of an over. Sideways. Oh, that one looks pretty good. Hungry. Fox is hungry. Yeah, I think this will have to be printed in separate pieces. Maybe cut down the middle? And then printed with this part here, sort of facing down. I don't know, it's like 50. Interesting. Panda says the hand is up, but it's not a paw. And you only see the hand, so I don't know. Bro, would you like to weigh in? Lily says, I don't know either, so just say something. Maybe we need a second opinion. Guest star... Sorry, guest judge. Lily says, yeah, I think we need one. A bevel. There it is. Okay, so it's the inset for the hex nuts. Let's grab the outset. Extrude, scale. And out. And done. There we go. There's our hex nut connections for inside parts. And again, how? Okay, I made it do good. Oh. Panda can throw a coin? Question mark? As the judge, you both need to believe his judgment. No need to see the coin flip. But then he can lie. Well, I mean, he is the judge. They can lie at any point. Like, if you have issue with the potential of them lying, then, the whole game's moot. W. Okay, cool. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Again, no idea how we're gonna print this, but again, maybe a cut down the middle would be the way to go and print this in two separate pieces. And it says, yeah, I can flip a coin. Awesome. Good luck, Lily. I call tails. It says Sonotori, and also your name color change? I'll take the other one then. Okay. Ah, okay. Too much red in chat. Thanks for evening things out, Fuba. Oh, we don't need this anymore. That was terrifying. Never old being again. Doing some lurking on some friends' channels. I can barely at streaming tonight. It's a very popular night. It's people to read out on we're done. Done. Hello. Panda says, so I'm sorry, Lily. Fox won everything, but I don't trust that one. You know what? Actually, hang on. If you really don't trust Pando, we can do a coin flip. Here we go. Flip Simu. Would you like to try this? So we can go Lily and Fox. Oh, Sono Tori. Oh. Wait, is Sono Tori a coin flipping thing? Anyway, let's see. I don't know which one of these is using, but Fox and... Wait, hang on. Fox to be tails. Oh, there we go. Fox and heads is... Lily? Are we good? Are we ready to go? You ready, Lily? Hannah says, wow, she lost her trust. Lily isn't a very trusting person, I think. Gambling? Yes. You ready, Lily? The great Gambino, the great gambling fox. But says, don't worry, it's only about $5,000. Yeah, pocket change for Lily. He says, yes, okay. Flip. Hey! Do I win yet, Lily? Look, I'm sorry. I sunk all my points into luck. You can't beat me when it comes to luck. I'm the luckiest fox. Okay, so we have our base pipe tunnel done. Gonna shifty this over here. I'm gonna remove all this that we made just now. How about? I want to select and separate you. And I'm going to grab this. Move. And then this whole thing out like that. I have no idea how we're going to connect these two things together, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, somehow we need to now connect these two together. It says I do hardcore now. Clown? Oh no. Yeah, I think you're gonna win this one, Lily. Wait, but haven't I won? Didn't I win like 2? Isn't it best out of 3? Clown. Let's see. Kinda looks better though. Oh, you need one more. Okay. He's playing for reals now. Yeah, I think you might have this one, Lily. Lee, I got nothing. You know what? Bob Ross. Because, you know, big hat. But that's a stretch. You know what? I'm gonna throw it in anyway, because you never know. Maybe my luck will continue to avail me. Okay, so now if I shift D and rotate this, I kind of want to have like this bottom part, or this back part of the circle. That actually fits pretty well to be like a circle. So, the hair, yeah, but the rest not so no. Okay, that's fair. I respect that. This is what? No, what? A no for Fox? Yay! Yeah, but you know what that means? It's my turn to go first. And you know what I'm gonna go with? The one that's definitely gonna win me this game. Boom! Good luck, Lily. You're gonna need it. No one can beat the Yemi. Unless you subscribe to Yemi. That's right. Quake and Terror. Fall and Shriek. Also, hi Ike! How's the stream going? Yeah, the curious one. That's my choice. Freddy shout out! Let's go! Freddy is a miniature painter, rock climber, and all around really cool dude. They stream a lot of miniature painting, and boy are they good at it. So if you want to learn more about miniature painting or learn some highly transferable techniques, texturing, or digital media painting, give them a follow. Merciless, indeed. Doing well, thank you, Fox. Wonderful. I'll look forward to jumping in once I raid out. You think you're gonna be streaming for much longer? I had a problem which I might need some. Oh, what is it? You know, I'll jump in your stream. I've got you up on my second screen. What's up with, buddy? It's a cool design. I love the set. Oh, you're doing really well with this so far. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, okay, so is the problem that the arm isn't going straight? Or not going at the same angle as the bones? Oh! Okay, so two things that could be. Wait, is that if you move the camera, the lines move with it? Like if you move the camera just a smidge? I think I know what this might be. Oh, okay, no, it's a material. Okay. I mean, that's just it's the texture though, isn't it? Can't you just paint those out? Like, I don't know why they've generated, but... Oh, it's when I texture paint with fill. Oh! Yeah, oh, Streaker, let's go. That is very odd. Yeah, I've got no idea what that is. Sorry, buddy. I don't do a lot of texture painting in Blender. Golly. Some weird-ass artifacts. Sorry, I wish I could help, but I got no idea. Anytime, buddy. I could do more. It says, I don't want to lose. I know you don't, Lily, but you're gonna have to get used to it. If you're gonna challenge me to fights, probably just get used to losing. Wahaha. Okay. Okay, now we just gotta... These fellows together. I can get rid of... This is the step on the other side. So you're, gonna get in the way. So... Then we just, like, make a direct connection. So... Select that. Select that. This will be our bottom section. Our thing. No, I won't. I give up. I tell that, Mom. Assume Crow isn't listening. Crow's the one who told me to say it. What do you mean? Tell that to your mom. They already know. I'll let Lily explain that. Tell that, Mom. Go ahead. M at last, and scroll down to here. That'll just make connecting the two a lot easier. Okay, seems like I've deleted this one than I did on this other one. Let's go ahead and go to active element and set the snapping to courtesy. And easy. And now, and oops, okay. And should just so not quite. Try that again. W, perfect. Same for the side. And do it. Done. Okay, cool. So this is our section. Now we've just got to figure a way to connect this part here up to this part here, like a sort of arch. It's a quick way of doing that. I don't remember what it is. Lily says, "Mom, are you there?" Mom left me alone. And I only have one choice. Oh no. Gary. I reverse the lose to you. Alright, you know what? Fair play. Congratulations, Lily. You won. So proud of you. Yay! Well done, Lily. I'm so proud. Any head pads? You win literally all the head pads. I know there's an easy way to do this. I just forget what it was. Can it be that Lily just can't lose? I think that's pretty much it. I think Lily just can't stand to lose. I know there's a easy way to do this. Add a curve, shift a curve, Bezier, and enter the... Lily learned to lose. That's not okay, actually. Oh, so it's just me that you can't stand to lose to. You know what? That's fair. Oh, here we go. Blender tip curved pipe. I don't want to use the spline trick because, you know, we've got something. Actually, maybe I could use Bezier curve for this. And it says, yeah, we just let that be. I need to go work again. I hope you have a great stream. Thank you! And thank you so much for hanging out, Panda. Oh, good luck at work. have good luck at work. Oh, that was retarded. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, so you two. I could probably use this as kind of like a bridging tool. This is on the inside. I just connect this with that. Oh, hang on, I probably want to take this around here, because, yeah, we want this to be sort of a closed pipe section. Aw, cute. So, let's, this, get you up, go, and rotate. So, okay, cool. And now we can get rid of all these. So you're now redundant. How do I? There's gotta be. Let's do some Google. Blender. Bridge. Circles. Curved. Actually looks. Oh, smoothness. Oh, hang on. Maybe. Maybe. Go ahead and grab this and this. Bridge edge loops. Then let's see. Number of cuts. Ah, okay. This is not exactly what we're looking for, but it's close. Smoothness. Sphere. No? Can you? No. Sphere is what we're looking for. Smooth. Okay, we don't need any twists. It's like, oh. Okay, so we don't want to merge. Action type open loop. As? Okay, this is close. I want to have Yemi here. Oh. Lily says, because I don't have one of the family tree pets here to give pets, so I give you pets. I want to have Yemi here. I miss Yemi too. Okay, so this is kind of close to what we want. It's very close. Let's go ahead and fill out this and see if having like a complete loop will make it better. And it's our number of cuts. Nah, it doesn't. Kind of kicks out here. Ooh, hang on. I think I know why I might be doing this though. We select all this, and we go up our base orientation. That isn't it. And calculate inside. Let's flip these. And try it now. Grab this and grab W. Base loop. What's the number of cuts? Nah, still max out. Fox. Yay! Fox gets pets. Pet the fox. I'm gonna smooth this out if I want to, and no one can stop me. Literally the only reason. They face it. Although someone probably should stop me. I mean, it's really not. And again, Blockbench is a great place to start. If you want to learn 3D modeling, just continue with the Blockbench studies, and, well, you know it, Blender will be easy. No thanks with the Blender. Real though, like, you can do it, Lily. Maybe when I'm older, but not now. Okay. Let's see. And to delete these faces. Sorry, edges. Now we have this, sort of just vibing face thing, and yeah, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Just hang on. Oh, hang on. So we're gonna need to move this whole thing into there. And we're gonna, like, so thanks, Hydrate. Oh, actually, good point. I should get some in me. First, take this somewhere. Oh, there we go. It's in the top middle now. That's actually a pretty good place for it. So yeah, we can rotate this 5 degrees, and then we're gonna rotate you this way. Let's see. Hang on, what's half? 5? Lily, what's up? Yeah, that's good enough. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go through the painstaking task of slowly reaching all these edge loops. Actually, it shouldn't be so bad. Oh, can I ask something? Yeah, what's up? Getting in here and painting all these individual bits is gonna be a pain. Although, I am planning on cutting it here, so maybe it won't be so bad. Also, the only parts that you're really gonna need to paint are this inside part here. How long did it took you? I think I've been doing this for like 10 years. Maybe more. But how long did it take me to learn Blender? Honestly, just about a year. Like, to actually be able to... Actually, no, I think I was, like, modeling stuff pretty well in... maybe 5 months? I wanted to ask something else, but I got afraid. You don't gotta be afraid. Look, if something that's too awkward for a public chat, you can just DM it to me. I endeavor to answer any questions. 5 months? Lily, that's barely any time at all to learn a skill. Okie dokie, so I'm gonna join all... I'm gonna have this one as the base. Now, bridging edge loops. And solve W. Bridge edge loops. Oh, that actually works. I mean, of course it worked. Why wouldn't it work? Never mind, I give up without even trying. Lily, I am ashamed. I am disappointed in you. Can't just give up like that. I thought you were a fighter. You didn't give up on the emote battle? Why you give up on this? Oh, it would be nice to have like a little stair railing, like a little sort of step ladder railing thing going up here, and kind of connected to that. But Blender learning 5 months is insane. It's nothing. It says emo battle. I knew I won't fail. I mean, you kind of did, but whatever. Okie. Let's go ahead and invert these norms. Yep. Oh, we got some interesting stuff going on here. Okay, let's go Alt-N and recalculate those, and there we go. We have our... Wait a minute. This is the old version. On the, shiny... And... Calculate, there we go. There's the, sort of connecting section. Neat. Now we've got to figure out a way to... Actually, I know how. I'm just gonna make this sort of like a flat square. Yeah, this is our section. Well, our first terminating section. Lee says, I never fail. Of course you don't. Pat pat. Well, I mean, pat pat. Well done, Lily. Never fails. But yes, let's, square off this. How that though? Oh, hang on, yeah. We gotta clean up the ends of this. So this corner section needs to be fixed up. Hey, Pats. Yeah, Lily, you probably like with Chaos. Chaos has learned quite a bit of 3D modeling. You know, at least the jargon, how things are done. You know, watching streams, you probably have a solid start for 3D modeling. Just just hanging around. I just realized that we need to get rid of. Oh, that was easy. Get rid of that and that. Surprised though that easy to select. Now we can. So, I think I know. So if I go grab this and do a shift select this. Actually, no. Grab this. Select. Grab this edge here, do a shift select to this one. Extrude it straight out. Tap into vertices. Extrude. Snap you to there. Now, oh, I didn't get you. Actually, thanks for coming. Need you. Then also don't need this or this. Now, if we snap that to there. So let's merge any extra vertices we might have floating. Now, if we go ahead and bridge these two actually. They should line up. They should have the same number of edges. Now, what I've got to do is count the number of vertices along here. Make the same number of cuts along here, and then we can just do a... And then the same thing here, and then we can just do a grid fill. So, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. So we need to make a out of 13. Let's do the 1, and just up this number to 13. Same thing here. Add 1, and beef this up. Oh. And now, selection here, W, grid fill. Next grid. Huh? Fill. It's from Ages? That's not it. Huh? Where's fill? Is this fill? What I want. I want a grid fill. Where's my grid fill? Lily says, and when should I have time to do Blender? Oh, now you can do it on stream. Lily learns how to make stuff in Blender. Oh, there's my grid fill. Found it. It's okay. It was just hiding in the faces menu. Grid fill. So yeah, there's our pipe end. I'm not sure I like that. This box kind of like hides the fact that it is a pipe. So I'm thinking, let's get rid of that. That was great and all, but a pipe. I think we want to at least have this sort of below the edge. What if we solidified this? Any options? Oh, wait. Did I just drop out again? Hi! Are we still live? He says, on stream, are you serious? Yeah, I mean, I've done Fox Learns to Figura on stream. I do Fox Learning to do things sometimes. Oh, I already did that one time, but not with Blender, and I can't do that. I get distracted when chat is writing. Ah, fair enough. Freddy says, I return! Now with shopping done and models finished drying. Oh, excellent! The shopper. Well, we've been very productive. We've got a pipe end curve that I'm still figuring out the logistics for. I really visible from the outside that it's a pipe that curves. We tried just boxing it off, but that didn't look good at all. Actually, now that I think about it, it would be cool to have this pipe kind of hanging in like a frame. Oh, that's something we should probably do. Sure. Have like a frame that it kind of like sits on. Though. Oh yes, welcome back, Freddy. I'm getting kind of hungry myself. I might consider raiding out soon. I have been wanting to do short streams. Stream every day. Let's see. We've got a few people we can raid out to tonight. We could raid out into Burley, Ike's streaming, Polterghost, Foxy Fears, Temptic, Yay, and Sushi Fu are all streaming tonight. Great shout out! What? Great shout out! I've really got to finish writing these. I got most of them done. Freddy, you missed your shout out. I miss Greg again. Aww. Ew. Freddy says, as the family pets, scritches are always welcome. Yay. Yeah, I think 3.5 hours is pretty good for a stream. What do you think, Lily? Is that long enough? What, me? Yeah, you're the professional streamer. Oh, do you think 3.5 hours is a long enough stream. But yeah, Freddy, I want to have like a ladder, like a curved sort of step ladder thing that comes out of the bottom of this to indicate that it's like something like just some step ladder railing sort of thing to imply that people can. This is something that's meant to be traversed, even though the players can't. Oh, you know what? That's fair. Mature of you. Mature of you to say. And yeah, I was just thinking I do stream every single day. I think streaming might be a bit silly. Yeah, so like a little slot thing here that has railing, and then the idea is that it's kind of like a steps that here. Right, so it sounds good. Could you a marker next to pipes in game say you could transition? Oh, that's a good idea. That's actually a great idea. I would absolutely leave that to the players though. But yeah, you could actually. So I'm planning on making a pipe that turns up as well. So you could even have like a multi-level thing. So you could have. Let's see, 150. Okay. Increments. You could have a section here that bends down and a section over here that bends up, and then just be like, okay, yeah, these two parts connect. This is just on the layer below. Heck, you could even have like a tiered system. Have this section actually be physically above. Oh, actually, even. Let's rotate. So. Let's do. If you had like some books or something, you could stack these on. You could even do something like this. Why these aren't lining up? But yeah, you could something like this. Schedule finished? No, I was gonna wait until after today so I could use. By the way, is Grace still streaming? I haven't streamed in a while. Ask them. But yeah, we could. Yeah, players could absolutely do this and have multiple layers. In fact, possibly even like set up, have like a multi-level thing, like have a curve here, and have a section here that's like taller. So this pipe could meet into the top of this section. This pipe could meet into the bottom of it. I don't know why you'd have something like that, but yeah, have this be like a high ground section. Players can swoop in. Is Fox making a game? Not at the moment. Actually, well, I am in my spare time off stream. I would like to start streaming once I've got a handle. But yes, I'm working on a horror game. But that's not what this is. This is just making terrain for the fun of it. And for content. Oh. Yay! Yeah, hopefully I'll have more to share on the game I'm working on soon. Let me test it, Pops. Of course! I would be delighted to let you test it. But yeah, having... Actually, I think this would probably be... like... this? But But yeah, you could definitely have like a multi-level system going. That would be pretty cool, especially if parts wrap around and wind up being like a high ground for other parts. Parts don't like. Oh, right, because I just kind of like swiveled around haphazardly. Yeah, none of these line up because I just kind of like. Wait, but that looks really cool. I love this. This look is really cool. The idea of troopers kind of like clambering up this section to outflank an opponent, that'd be really fun. Yeah, I think 3.5 hours is pretty good. I think 3 to 4 hours is what I'm aiming for my daily stream. But yeah, this was pretty good. I haven't made the schedule. Oh, like I was saying, I haven't made the schedule. Stream every day. Not awesome, right? No, I think I'd like to stream every day. I think for me, shorter streams, just having them every day. Or with Blender, yes, you can. There's the grease pencil, and then there's also the texture painting system. You can draw in here, and that'll apply them to textures. I add a new material, new image. I can just kind of get a white brush, paint here, and if see. Oh dear, okay, looks like we've crashed Blender trying that, but oh well. Sakes for me. Good thing I literally just saved. But yeah, I haven't made the show yet because I wanted to use this as works. Yeah, let's yeah, okay. Never mind that. Let's put that down and pretend we never saw it. Never mind. Okay, I don't give up. I want to learn. Oh, okay. Sorry, I misread that. Yeah, you can absolutely paint onto. Anyway, for the third time's the charm. I haven't done the search schedule yet because I wanted to use what I make here as the sort of banner image for Monday slot. And then yeah, I'll fill in the rest. So tomorrow is probably going to be Angel, biblically accurate Angel. I'm getting very close. I go ideas now. Oh, wonderful. Well, I'd be happy to show you whatever it is you'd like to learn. If you want to get Blender installed, I recommend using the Steam version. Pretty good. But yeah, so tomorrow's probably going to be, again, biblically accurate VTuber. We're almost finished with that. We'd love to get that hammered out. Yeah. Does anyone have a request for raiders? Ike is currently streaming, Burley is currently streaming, and Polterghost, Foxy Fears. If any of these people sound like someone interested in raiding, if anyone would like to maybe drop some points to guide the raid, it's been really fun to watch you make this. And to hear why you did things the way you did. Yes, and I've been really appreciating your feedback, Freddy. This is going to be great. I've been wanting to do this for ages. I'm so grateful that you've provided me the motivation to finally do this. This first episode's been very slow because it's mostly just been figuring things out and how we're gonna. Ooh, I want to have a new raid target. Do you have anyone to suggest? But yeah, we can absolutely do a different raid target. Spread the love. Meet new people. Yes, Exogram. Okay. Yes, it's been really slow for this sort of first episode because we've mostly just been figuring things out, explaining things. Next episode, I think we're gonna get twice as much done. Probably the stream's twice as long. I'm just really hungry right now. And still a bit tired. Like, yesterday's stream was, what was it? It was extra long. Guide the raid. Oh, okay, cool. Let's, check them out. Exogram? Oh, are they doing a Fortress stream? Oh no, it's not a stream. Oh, cool. Okay. The dwarf themed. Cute. Alright, yeah, this looks good. Oh, they have a cool subtitle system too. Let's turn out subtitles on. But yeah, /raid. But yes, very special thanks to Freddie for inspiring this. Wouldn't have happened without you. I'm very much looking forward to continuing on this. It's such a good time. Man, my stomach's grumbling like crazy. Next episode is going to be Biblically Accurate VTuber. We're almost done. She's looking fantastic. I'm very hyped. And soon she'll be into the 3D modeling phase, which is extra cool. But yes, thank you so much everyone for coming along. And welcome back, Fubar. I'm glad you're feeling well enough to join us. We did miss you, and your input was also very much appreciated. Lots of really cool ideas. But yes, thank you so much everyone for coming along. I had a really fun night. I enjoyed it too. And I hope you'll join me for the feed. And until next time, bye.
Getting rated?
You're getting rated?
Oh my god!
goodness.
The Sleepy Fox? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Raiders.
What an episode to come in on.
Oh, yeah, thank fuck. I'm done with that skit. Fox Raid, hey, welcome in. Let me get
Hello, friends.
get a shout out for you. What were you up to? How was your stream?
I think